Hey, sweet human. Have you ever experienced this? You're with someone you trust, someone you really want. Everything feels good, until suddenly, your body checks out. You're still there physically, but the real you has floated somewhere near the ceiling, watching the scene like it's happening to someone else. First things first, you're experiencing a protective response. Your body is doing exactly what it learned to do, keep you safe. So let's get curious, not judgmental. Think of your nervous system as an overly enthusiastic club bouncer, fiercely protective even when it doesn't need to be. According to polyvagal theory, your nervous system has 3 modes. Ventral, which is essentially pleasure town. You feel safe, connected, and fully present. Sympathetic, which is the emergency exit. You're anxious, vigilant, and hyper-aware. And dorsal, which is the peace-out zone. You go into full shutdown, feel dissociated, or numb. Even when sex is consensual, safe, and wanted, your nervous system can mistakenly interpret intimacy as danger. Especially if you've experienced past trauma, shame, sensory overwhelm, or vulnerability. Dissociation is like your mind hitting the Netflix buffering wheel mid-sex. Your body's physically there, but emotionally and mentally you're hovering above. Being distracted or self-conscious, on the other hand, feels like your mind won't stop thinking about mundane things like groceries or unanswered emails. Let's pause for a reflection moment. Think about moments when you've disconnected. Were you dissociating or just distracted? What signs told you your body had gone offline? Freeze isn't a one-size-fits-all experience. Maybe you go completely numb, feel blank and robotic, suddenly become emotional, or perform mechanically to hide what's happening. I once worked with someone, let's call them Jay, whose body quietly froze mid-touch. Everything shifted from pleasure to pressure, from connection to obligation. They kept smiling, but internally they had already disconnected. Think about yourself in this context. How does the freeze response uniquely manifest for you? What signals does your body send when it has left the building? So, what are some things that actually work? Let's explore a few tools. First, do micro check-ins by regularly asking yourself, am I still here, or is my brain on Pluto? Next, find sensory anchors, which can be certain textures, scents, pressure, or sounds that reliably ground you. You can also use bilateral tapping or weighted blankets to gently remind your body it is safe. Lastly, use time orientation by explicitly reminding yourself of when and where you are, saying, I'm safe, it's 2025, and I'm here now. So think about this. What's one weird, messy, non-Instagrammable thing that actually helps your body feel safe? Something else you may be wondering about is how do you communicate about your freeze response with partners? Here's exactly how you can compassionately communicate. Use scripts like, sometimes my body checks out, even if I really want this. If you notice that happening, let's pause. Have pre-intimacy talks, saying clearly, here's what helps me reconnect if I freeze. And encourage mutual reflection by inviting your partner to gently notice your signals without feeling blamed or responsible. And remember this important truth. You always have full permission to pause or stop intimacy at any moment for any reason. Your boundaries are sacred. If you feel yourself disconnecting, try to follow this gentle, trauma-informed practice step by step. First, pause and explicitly give yourself permission to stop. Next, ground yourself by engaging your sensory anchors. Then, breathe slowly, gently, lengthening your exhale. Offer yourself compassion by placing your hand on your heart for a reassuring touch. Finally, clearly assess safety and renegotiate your next steps. Visualize, gently guiding yourself back into your body as slowly and tenderly as watching a sunrise, always at your own pace. Remember, your freeze isn't betrayal. It's evidence of your body's brilliant capacity for survival. It learned to protect you when safety wasn't guaranteed, and that's pretty amazing. Take a reflective moment and consider this question. What's one small way you can thank your body today for trying to keep you safe? Okay, loves, that's it for today. If this bonus episode made you ready to keep dismantling shame, reclaim pleasure, and find community, then join the Untamed Ember newsletter at untamedember.kit.com and subscribe to the Untamed Ember podcast wherever you stream your podcasts. See you next time.